Yes, Yol and Johnny Boy be ballin'. What's going on? Freaky Friday edition. Getting freaky. Or freaky deaky. Here at the big show, Corked Stats, the fastest freaking show in MLB. Absolutely anywhere with your boy, yo, Big Johnny Stud. What's going on? I saw Sam. I saw No Block. B Rose, baby. Yo, I'm ready, kid. I'm ready. I saw what you wrote about the opening kickoff game. I checked. I think my calculator is all set. I'm going to project. I'm going to get player projections out this weekend for week one. Rose was saying there's some player props up. We want to get on them fast. Sometimes the things I'm into, the reception ladders and stuff, can be a little bit slow. But yes, it is definitely football season. So we got to do the giddy up on the baseball thing. Views are kind of down. Interest is down. I get it. Baseball's really long, but we still do anything we do. Did get my nuts kicked in yesterday. I always want to be transparent, not just talking about, capping the winning days. Yeah, it was just bad, right? We went back to the well on the Seattle F5. That was just not the right answer. Yeah, that was not the right answer. A's let us down again. Fucking Gage jump, you mother effer. Anyway, I was on with the Sauce Boys last night. Shout out Toasty and Kyle. TVJ, Spoon Man, of course, and Jake, this fucking side guy. So I have a pretty good idea of the board. Let's just get right down to it. Best part of waking up. Pitching sheets in the mug. Sam, forgot to shout you out. Cadillac, good to see you. Jeff L, work for me, brother. Zoe Bryant and the nose. And of course, love to see the new names in here. Piss Fumes says, oh shit. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Piss Fume says shit. All right, here's the beautiful pitching sheets that you get when you sign up. Don't be a cheap motherfucker your whole life. Again, I really just want to do a board read. I got to get these shows shorter. It's fucking hard, man. 15 games. We like to talk. We like to learn. Yeah, I'm not helping my cause running the fat mouth right now. Come on, let's just do the thing. First up, we got Braves and Brewers. It's like the pitching matchup of the season, right? Chris Sale on the hill going into Milwaukee to face the Miz. Jacob Misiorowski, that line moved overnight. It was minus 130. When the boys were on it, I was on the flip side. I like Atlanta, just Sale at plus 130, I think, is a good move. Runs are absolutely going to be at a premium. Both of these offenses struggled. Atlanta struggled. Milwaukee struggled. Milwaukee's bullpen has definitely pitched a little better, though. Hold on, let me just bring up one thing. Kyle had mentioned something about them. What the hell was he talking about? Uribe or something? Milwaukee Penn is really pitched out of their minds right now. I just want to see if I was missing anything. Yeah, Uribe. Oh, Uribe to the IL. I mean, Ashby and Patrick, this might have been what he's talking about. Ashby and Patrick both threw 40 pitches at least yesterday. McGill only threw 13. He's good. But you do get Senzatella. DL Hall had the day off. So I guess they're in okay shape. Again, I think that's just kind of making my point. I don't want to be too cute. Misiorowski's fucking awesome. I mean, listen, no one was on him before me coming into the season, right? He was on my guy list. We wrote him up 100 times. He was on every fantasy team. That said, man, it just feels a little bit too heavy of a favorite against Chris Sale. That'd be it. Yeah, it's really just a price. It's really just a price thing. You can see I've got this one, modeled extremely close. And for what it's worth, there's a 6 total. A 6. We do not see that. That might be the first one of the season, which is also, last point, a testament to betting unders. Remember what we've been talking about, running theme this year. I'm speaking to myself out loud. I generally become afraid to go under, 6. I'm not going under 6. But under 7.5, I get afraid. I'm afraid. First time I laugh, I'm afraid. You can't play like that. Think of how many games finish under 6, under 7, right? Those opportunities are there. It's just a matter of, modeling, math, and the price. So give me Sale with the plus money. Not sure I'm actually going to go after it. Not sure I've got the C.O. Jones for that one. But how often are you going to get a lick at Chris Sale, who's at the top of his game right now? Boy, is fucking humming, you know what I mean? Next up, Cards and Phillies on the docket. Let me just check really quick. I've got Hunter Dobbins going. Okay, he's back on the board. It had come down for a hot second. Hunter Dobbins, for the Cardinals, very heavy 190 underdog on the road on Broad Street to face the Jesus Lizard and the Fighting Phils. Yeah, I hate to be such a donkey, but I've got Lazardo shoving. He's the man at home. I also kind of like the price on the run line. Minus 220 is obviously very heavy for the money line side. That said, when they're going to offer us 125 cents, which minus 220 money line plus 105 run line. If you're telling me that's purely because we're at home, like I'll take that all day. Dobbins has struggled against lefties. He's going to need to face Harper. He's going to have to face Schwarber. And St. Louis's bullpen is fucked right now. Riley O'Brien, 3 of 4. Soriano, 3 of 4. The guys are probably not available. Same for Stanek, 3 of 4. St. Louis likes to do that. They like to go for it when they have a chance, which I respect. I think today, if they're behind it all, it's just the sacrificial lamb. So as much as I love to get on some underdogs, I promise you the dogs will be booking a little bit later on in the episode. We definitely have some plus money plays that I like. This just isn't one of them. I think the Phillies just absolutely mop up the Cardinals here. They haven't really hit lefties, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Next up, looks like we got Blue Jays and Yankees. This one also got a double check. I had Spencer Arrighetti and Meatballs lined up to go for the Bluebirds. Right now, that's unconfirmed, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think I saw it on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. Plus 234. Holy crap, what a massive underdogs on the road in the Boogie Down to face Cam Holy Schlittler and the Highlanders at the crib. I mean, I was on the donkey side again of this. Schlittler is just shoving. Arrighetti has been ass. And the Yankees' offense has been just a little bit better than I think people are giving credit for. The hard hit balls are there. The barrels are there. Again, I was catching some fucking strays. I get it. And this is why those guys on Source Network are so very good at what they do. And all the arguments are obviously in good faith, because I have massive respect for them. They're like the home of the price-based bet, which makes sense. And Toast's point was just that. So I kind of listen. The thing with the plus 234 in Major League Baseball is you don't need a good argument at all. You don't need your argument could be as good as it's baseball, dick. It's baseball, dick. Period. That's good enough. I'm just not really seeing it today. Schlittler is humming right now. He's as good as anybody. Arrighetti is struggling. I think there's an issue with distance. And then getting into the underbelly of the Toronto bullpen, Yankees bullpen is rested after yesterday, and they've been excellent. Again, I hate jerking the Yankees off, but this is what they do, right? The offense is just scraped by when they have good pitching, right? Check. And the bullpen is there to kind of win the day. That's the hope for the Yankees. I think we get the same situation with the pricing here. You get a better number total with a worse number output, right? I guess, meaning it's minus 250 on the money line, minus 110 on the run line. So that's actually $1.40 of valued offering, I should say, on the line, which we like. I don't like not having that run line on the north side of positive. It is the most donkey bet on the board, but Yankees plus fucking Phillies money line will get you like a plus 105. I think that's a hit. Not sure this checks the box for a blend bet because, again, that run line on the wrong side of positive. And with the Phillies also, like, it's not great, right? The blend bet works best when it's a minus 140, minus 150s. And the run lines are plus 145, plus 140, right? That's really, we want to be living with the blend bet. Otherwise, it's a donkey fucking pairing. And you could yell at me later if you want. Next up, this is the speed the show should really be going. It's Giants and Red Sox. Logan Webslinger on the bump for the Gigantes, plus 163. Heavy underdog on the road against Sonny Gray and the Bo Sox. If you see up on the right-hand side of the screen, the show picks are already up because I already put up fucking show picks with the boys. I was under the 8. That number moved down to 7.5. Of course, you know what I mean? This is what we do, man. At 8, man. This is Sparta! Damn right, Leonidas. I really should take my own lessons. I'm so uncomfortable, with the killing emails and what am I going to put them out in the middle of the night? I'm like, oh, what? You didn't tell something I emailed you at fucking 2 a.m. Like, so I just kind of let those go. It just hurts, right? It stings the nostrils because we were firmly on the 8. Now that's like a hard 7.5. You're not going to get the 8. And I think that's the answer. Beyond that, I actually kind of like the San Fran F5. I think there's an argument there. Webb has been freaking awesome. The Giants' offense has not. Their total ass. The Red Sox are the better team today. And while Sonny Gray has been very good, remember, this is like a reinvention of himself. He's not like blowing guys away. He's been really good working in and out. I think anybody could scratch a run against anybody, right? That's kind of what we learn the more we bet baseball is to not be so definitive, not default to the favorite, right? Kind of stacking all the lessons and shit that we talk about all the time. Nuance and context, pouring out your nose when you rock with us. Yeah, no shit, it's up your ass. What is it? No shit, Sherlock. It's up your ass, Watson. Hey, well, whatever. Didn't sleep good. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Who's up in the chats, yo? Appreciate you all for supporting the show. Any interaction is fucking huge. We got some new faces there. John Bender says, good to see you got off your head cold. It's almost done. It's almost done. The only thing, and I shouldn't be promoting like this kind of drug use, irresponsible drug use. I threw the fucking kitchen sink at it, and now I'm not sure which one helped. I'm serious. I took way too much over the counter shit. It just wasn't working. I've got this I have like sinusitis, whatever, and I got these wicked head colds where my head hurts to the touch right now. It's fucking sucks. Anyway, Adonis, good to see you. Happy Friday, kid. Same for you. Plus Money, same for you. Jay Main, same for you. Trent Siege, same for you. Magic Mike, yo, and San Antone up in the bitch, man. Oh, San Antone said, when it's no shit Sherlock, dig deeper, Watson. I like that one. That one's a little cleaner. Josh Witt says I was funny on Kyle's show. Yeah, they get like a unique version of me because I'm so fucking tired. Dude, like legit, you got to remember, Griffin, good to see you, man. Grin if win. Good to see you. You got to remember, at that point, their show starts at 12. We're up to like 1:30. I'm up at 5 a.m. before, and now I'm on 3 hours of sleep. Now I've slept 3 hours in the past fucking 30 or whatever. So I'm like a fringe lunatic at this fucking point, losing my damn mind. But we do the thing we do, baby. Right? Me and you, Corked Stats crew, yo. So as crazy as it sounds, I think I like the San Fran first 5. I don't really trust the bullpen. And while I do think we still could get under that 7, the fact that the line is moved and now the fact that it's juiced is like a little bit of a turn off for me. Next up, we got Nats. We got Marlins. Brat, oh Lord, on the bump for the Nats. Going against Ryan No Me Gusto and the Fish, -140 for the mighty Marlins of Miami at the crib. I couldn't get down with this one. I thought this one was like a smash over. And again, man, it's part of what wow, hold on. We have something happening right now. Holy shit. No says he still likes the under 7. Dan, good to see you. Shouting out the fellas. Appreciate it. Do you see the stupid look? Everybody take a look at the stupid look on my face. What? I can't believe my eyes. If you've been following the show, obviously I talk a lot of shit. I back all of it up. What do we talk? I mean, the shit, the tutti shit that we talk here is how directionally correct we are with the model scores and the totals. Again, you can't promise they're going to win, but I bet the left testicle, right? We're on the fucking money. It's almost 100 times out of 100 because I feel like it's more than 99 out of 100. Again, we talk the shit. I've had the open total challenge out for fucking years. I think I've given it out one time, meaning if I put out a call for a total. Now, granted, this one doesn't necessarily track because I didn't put out a recorded call, but I was on the board and I was going to bet it. Legit. And I was about to pump it on you. So I have to take the L here. L for love. That I was like all over the 8. What I love so much about the Sauce guys, they refuse to be not saying intimidated, but just like or easily persuaded. Like, oh shit, I know I'm persuasive. Sometimes I don't want to be so persuasive. I want the pushback, right? That's the fucking point of this. I'm not looking to be like, I'm trying to oppose my fucking will. No, I'm trying to put things out in the theater of ideas and have it kind of hashed out rationally. Again, shout out Kyle. He is such a good listener, and it's he's going to push back, right? Seeing for Toast, my boy Toast doesn't give himself enough fucking credit. God is mad fucking sharp, great fucking guy. Like I trust him with my fucking kids, man. Those guys are the fucking best. And they immediately were pushing back on me being 0-8 in this Nats and Marlins game. That's enough of my fat fucking grill piece in your face. They're like, I just didn't get it. Lord, not very good. Gusto, not very good. Neither bullpen is very good. Their pushback was the quality of the offenses. I kind of deferred to the, dog shit pitching. I just wasn't really moved. I'm over the 8. That number is a 7.5. Wow. I mean, it never legit. I want to put it back out there in case because we do have new listeners and shit. If I had put out a fucking total and the number again, you can't hit me with the price. Oh, the price moved 5 cents. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about baseline hits. Like this was a loss. I was betting an 0.8 that went to 7.5. Like that is a legit CLV loss. You have to take that fucking finger right in the coolie. That's what it is. However, we are never on the wrong side of this. You can tell I'm just like, I'm like really into this now. So you bet your anus I'm going over the 7.5. I give a shit less about CLV and MLB. You can fucking kiss my ass. I don't care. I honestly don't care. To me, we're so in line with the book. We're up on the season. Like I'm not going to be bullied by what ends up. Remember, we're modeling fucking shit 5,300 MLB games by the time the regular season's all said and done. I'm not going to get pushed around by the 1 point. Like I'm actually going to go harder. If I was Vegas Dave, I'd get my pink fucking handbag, go stand in front of something I don't own, and tell you I'm 600-0 on these fucking plays. So I'm going to 7.5. We're like all over. We are all over that bitch. And for the record, it's a hard 7.5. It's at -115. So like the market is settled that 0.8 was too high, and I am a fat loser sometimes. It happens, right? Truth hurts. You got to poke fun at yourself, man. Next up, Freddie got fingered Peralta on the bump for the flat fucking fish. They're 116 underdogs on the road in B-More to face my boy, T-Raj, and the Orioles. Okay, we have a couple of things going on right here. One, if every day I look, this is an orange tang pick. And it doesn't even sound that good. This is an orange pick. I don't know what to call these fucking things. We have one team at 3.5 the race. We have one team at 4.5 baseline totals. That's what the orange box is. And the money line is inside -135. And I'll do you one better. And we've got the home team. Like usually it's the other way around. Right, with the home team getting like a little bit of love in the betting markets. Not the case here today. I don't understand it. The Sauce Boys weren't buying it. They said my love for the Orioles is irrational. I don't think that's the case. I think the offense is good. I think Rogers is shoving. I think Peralta is not great. I was expanding on that the pathway, right, that the Rays had taken to quote unquote kind of correcting pitchers was not like some secret fucking skeleton key. They were just getting guys with great stuff and bad control and telling them to hit the fucking middle rock. So I don't think you could do that with Peralta. He throws the four-seamer too much, and the secondary stuff is not great. So I think Peralta's in trouble. I think the Rays' bullpen is also kind of shitty. Baltimore's bullpen has not been great, but I've got Baltimore for a win. I'm not backing off that one. I love the price in that one. Market agreeing with us. I just see a -132. So not a tremendous move, but a move nonetheless. I think we're on the right side of the directionality there. I think Peralta is ass. I think Baltimore's been hitting righties, and I think they kind of kill. I think they kill. I actually, if the price wasn't so good, I might even have like a slice of that ass on the run line, which is +155. By the way, I think there's a healthy chance to nail that one. Next up, we got Mets. We got White Sox. Sean Manaea on the bump for the Let's Go Mets Go. Plus 125 dog on the road, wrong side of the tracks in the Windy City. Look out for those Southsiders. Sean Burke leading the way for the Pale Hose, minus 150 at the crib. Their model is pretty much into the Chicago White Sox at this point, capitulating on the offense, which I really wasn't buying, to be honest. Good to see Alici. Yeah, Jamie is with us on the CLV thing. Yeah, we'll take the better price. If we do the work, right? Now, if you're like a price better, you're going to follow the price. If you're an originator like we are and you're doing the work that you have back tested that you believe in, you should not be fucking bullied. You should take the better price. I just had to keep circling the fucking drain on that one because I take a lot of pride in my accuracy of the model. Right. Last year, we ended up flat, but to me, that's a losing season for all the work that you put in. You know, and I know people are following, and it is important, right, that we're extremely transparent about what's going on here. And that's why I've been able to do this forward-facing modeling for years, because we're fucking good at it, right? Most of the people, I mean, is anyone else doing this? Not a single person on the fucking planet Earth doing this shit right now. Modeling every game and explaining it all and working it out, plus execution, showing you the, behind the curtain stuff, talking through all the flaws and the vulnerabilities, like, really doing the best I can. Support good people doing good work, Spartans. Yo, BE, my guy, it is not a day without you. Shout out my Spartans, kid.
Spartans! What is your profession?
All right, so respect that. I do think Burke and the White Sox win. I'm a little bit worried. Manaea's been pitching very well lately. Mets are also hitting, and Burke is not a minus 150 type of guy. I thought this one might come in at minus 115, and we'd be betting the White Sox. That's not the case. This one directionally we were on. This one hung. This game opened at 7.5. They hung a 7.5 at the open. We were firmly over that. Now that's moved to an 8, and I'm probably pumping the brakes. So, again, most of the time, the vast majority of the time, we're in front of the market on totals. So you're right. We're not making a fucking change because there's one game, off kind of kilter for us. But now this one also, right? Another spot where if you were listening and you jumped to 7.5, that shit is gone. And it's a horse of a different color, needing to go 0-8 and need the 9th run. I'm not playing for a fucking tie, so I'm not bothering with this one. I'm going to just let it go. Next up, we got Tigers. We got Royals. Troy, the Iceman, Melton on the bump for the Tigres. Minus 120 favorite on the road in Kansas City to face Noah Cameron and the Royals with cheese, man. Holy crap. Is anybody pitching better than fucking Noah Cameron right now? Jeez Louise. Even within it, though, it's funny. There is like that little blow up, but this is absolutely crazy. The reason I say it is because, I do think there is some real arm talent to Cameron, and I think we saw some real upside last year. It is just something to see the tale of two seasons. So from mid-June to mid-July, right, he had a 7-game streak where he gave up 31 earned runs, 17 walks, 8 homers, 31 runs in 35 innings. That's an 8 ERA, like right in the nose, 7.97. Then something awakens in the beast. Now, the reason I'm burying the lead here is because I actually did the work for you. Again, nuance and context pouring out your nose. I really try and be as detailed and as informative, maybe even entertaining as I can be. So Cameron, what ended up happening was they throttled. I don't understand. Maybe I belong in one of these fucking rooms. But Cameron, who objectively worst pitch the four-seamer. He was throwing it entirely too much. They throttled that. Now, not only is he not featuring the four-seamer, in the past few games, it's been like his third or fourth most used pitch. He's going to all the nasty fucking secondary stuff that he has, and Cameron does have nasty secondary stuff, and he's kind of taken off. So you heard the numbers in that 7-game stretch. He backs it up with it's a 4-start stretch. He went 7 innings as a follower. Again, this follower shit's kind of crazy. But anyway, 37 2/3, called 38 innings. 5 earned runs. That's a 1.19 ERA. He went 7-0, went 8-0, went 8-1. Gets blown up by the Dodgers, 5 2/3 and 4, which if that's your blow up, again, that's kind of reasonable, right? Everybody does that. Blow ups are 8, 9, 10. And then he goes into LA and throws a complete game shutout, walks one, struck out 8. So like Noah Cameron is kind of humming right now. So I originally had Detroit for the win. I'm a big Melton guy. I ended up on the under. This one also directionally correct, kind of doing the thing that we do, just right consistency, execution, not being arrogant, leaning into the math, staying open minded, and all that good shit. This one opened at 8.5, which I was like, that's a fucking smash. I was like, I don't want to lose this one, have Cameron shove and lose this one like 2-1 or 3-1 and feel like a fucking dick when we cleared the under by so much. It looks like the baseline number has moved to 8, but you could still get under 8.5 at like a minus 118. So to me, that's fully. I'm going to actually mark that other thing. So that's fully reasonable, and I think that's the play. Melton's been shoving, Cameron's been shoving. Neither offense is fucking any good. The Royals, scored a little bit, but they had just faced the shitty A's who I was backing like a fucking idiot. But what could you do? That sucked, man. We got whipsawed. I got whipsawed that entire series. Right. On Barnett, he lost, pulled the brakes, Springs won. We should have bet that one. Got back on board and would jump and got fucking shellacked. So it just happens sometimes, when you bet on bad teams and when you're playing plus 150 bets, like, sometimes you're going to feel stupid. Like, why did I back this team? That's why it's priced the way it is. So, yeah, I do still think Detroit wins because I think the bullpen is the edge there. Last thing really quick, I forget where the boys ended up on, which we should always be looking at when we're worried about a bullpen the way we're worried about the Royals, because that bullpen fucking sucks, man, is if you can get the under first 5 at 4.5. I can't go shop for this right now. MGM makes that a little bit more difficult than I'd like it to be. If this one were at under F5 4.5 and the price was inside like minus 125, let's call it, that would be what I would want to be on. Though again, Cameron has shown you distance. I think even Melton could get you 6. So I think that total is just entirely too high. Entirely. Next up, we got A's, we got Astros. JT Ginn on the bump for the A's. I'm going back to the fucking well. I'm going back to Cali. JT Ginn on the bump for the Elephants, balancing on beach balls, plus 158 dog on the road. Down in the Lone Star State to face my former Biffle, Hayden Wisniewski. I mean, Wisniewski has not found his fucking groove, and the Astros stopped hitting like a little more than a week ago after being like one of the better teams in the league. They also lost Jeremy Pena. He was not declared out yet today. I don't think you're going to get him. He might be out for the rest of the weekend. So I'm just not seeing this one. Again, this one is a fucking misprice. JT Ginn falls in the same bin as all the A's pitchers. He gets a bad rap on the season stats because of the fucking ballpark. Houston is a normalized ballpark. And I don't think Wisniewski has found his groove. I do think he's a talented pitcher, but this price is just totally F. So, again, the A's bullpen is ass, and the Houston bullpen is awesome, right? Awesome. So I'm not going to really tempt fate there. If this one is tied through 5, I'm going to take my medicine. And it's also one of those where even if we're down 1 run through 5, you're going to lose this game. Of course, anytime you're losing a close F5, you'd rather be in the full game. But think about the flip side. If you're ahead 1-0, you wouldn't trade it. So you got to just get what you get and you don't get upset. Give me JT Ginn as a heavy fucking dog today. I do think this one gets home. I mean, why can't the A's scratch across and run? I totally think they could. Marcus Jordan, good to see you. Yeah, San Antonio, we've been reliably informed by Kyle that the Mets are, in fact, back. Josh Witt likes namesake Bobby Witt over 1.5 hit run ribby. And even though what was that? Oh, that was the game before, right? Versus Melton. I mean, listen, I try and pick on weaker pitchers and worse bullpens. That said, Josh, Bobby Witt is a GOAT. Right? He's a GOAT. And if he's a walking 2-hit run ribby, I just think sometimes it gets priced up a little bit and there might be better values on the board, but man, I trust you to do your work. You know what I mean? Go get the damn thing. I like to stick with the guys I have on my list because it means I've set like a bunch of parameters, but that doesn't mean they're the only things that hit. Go get yours and good luck, friend. Next up, we got Angels. We got Rangers. My boy Reed Detmer's on the hill for the Halos. They just scored like 6 million runs yesterday. They're on the road in Texas to face Mackenzie Gore and the Rangers minus 150 for the home team. I get the Gore stuff. Home and road is like really stark. That said, I still think Detmers might be a better pitcher, and I'm not sold on the Texas offense, maybe even in particular against lefties. So I like the F5 in this one also. I want to check. You know what though? The Rangers bullpen has been really bad. So I ended up. Sorry, the Rangers bullpen has been bad. I ended up on the Angels pen, which has actually been pretty good. So I ended up posting the full game. It's still plus 125. That number hasn't moved. Ooh, first five is plus 120. So it is like, it's a pretty decent offer to cut it down to five. You do have the road team, and we're missing Mike Trout. I think he went down with a hand yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. For me, it's something Angels. I don't know. I may want to sample. I think Detmers. I think Detmers can get you distance, and especially the games he's good, like he's really good. Whereas the Texas Rangers are not like a team like, I don't want to give them the extra at bats. I'll look into cutting games against the Dodgers, right? Against really good teams that we're just hoping to scratch one. That to me is not the case. Give me the Angels to win this one as a heavy dog. I told you they'd be out, right? I told you they were going to come out. All right. Next up, we got guards. We got rocks. Joey Cantillo on the bump for Le Gardien. They have the emoji. Cade Smith, Gaddis, and Sabrowski back to back. I don't think you're going to see him three in a row. So Cleveland definitely hampered here. They shouldn't be a minus 162 favorite. That said, I don't know if I could back Tanner Gordon either. So I don't know. This one is like, I don't know. Rockies team total is 4.5 minus 115, which always feels pretty good. I want to shout out my guys, Kyle and Toast on this one. Trevor, good to see you, man. Everyone shout out and follow TV Jones, part of the Source Network crew. Really do appreciate those guys kind of making us part of the circle, and you check him out on his stuff. Super sharp. Again, the reason I like these guys is they're all kind of sharp, right, and research. I think that kind of goes without saying. What I was saying before is I like the unapologetic nature of it. I think sometimes I make arguments and people are like, oh yeah, I see that. Okay. And I need people. It's not like I want people to disagree. I need people who are going to say no. So I did get the no on the guards yesterday. I think I put the fucking run line, though I didn't really have any confidence in it. Guards bullpen hasn't been good in the first place. And I don't think you're going to see those guys 3 straight days. They had mentioned, and this shit is sharp. Again, it's one of the, I don't want to say the few blind spots I have. I try and correct my blind spots. But Rockies were already home, waiting for a team that's traveling in. That's a really strong spot. And maybe the Rockies win this one at the number. I wish the number was a little bit better. Maybe the team total is the thing in play. But I'll tell you one thing. I think I'm getting away from. I'm not going to bet that Cleveland one. I don't even want to put it as a show pick. I think in these games with these big ass totals, by the way, that number came down. It was 11 last night. It's now 10.5. I still think the answer to these is to pair hit run ribby guys. A lot of times on the Rockies, they don't really get juiced maybe the way they should when a guy like Cantillo is on the hill. So I have Cole Carrick, and Kyle Karros. Say that fucking 3 times fast. Those guys for hit run ribby pair. But again, I don't want to waste my time talking about cores. It's stupid. Next up, we got Reds at D-backs. My boy, Paisan, Nick Lodolo is back for the Red Legs. And now, everything should be good. I know the season stats look awful. But, and again, this is not making up excuses for my guy. It's not. Because we're consistent. We're always fading guys on shoddy fucking returns and delayed or disrupted routines. No one has had their routine disrupted more than Lodolo. He started late. He had the blister thing right at least. It might have been twice even already. So I think this is the game for him. He's on the road in the desert against Erod and the Diamondbacks. They'll be missing Kettle Marte. I know Rodriguez has been getting away with murder all season. I'm just not buying it. He should not be a minus 156 favorite against Lodolo. I get the Reds' offense has been kind of whack. That said, we're going to scratch it. We're going to fucking scratch it. We're going to do it. I think the Reds win this one outright. Are we afraid of the Arizona bullpen is kind of a question. I mean, the Reds' bullpen's not been good, but Pagan, I think, is rested and fine. So let me just check the price. If the price on Lodolo is equal, let's say, full game first five, I don't know, man. I think I worry about the distance a little bit. So, like, I am kind of leading first five in this one. It's pretty much similar. I got a plus 120 on the F5. I think that's the play I like, right? Or the pitch is Lodolo's going to come out strong. We're going to scratch one across against Rodriguez, the regression monster. Eventually comes for us all. And then we won't need the distance or to have to rely on a Reds bullpen, which is just not good at all. Yeah. Next up, Twins at Padres. Kind of pre-lip on the bump for the Twinks. They're on the road in San Diego in the perfect weather. I got Joey Musgrove. I think that came down. I started seeing the Macho Man. Yeah, Randy Savage. Can you do it? I think I saw Vasquez. Let me see if I can confirm. Yeah, it does look like Vasquez. So I'm going to pull down that pick. I was looking for a Minnesota F5 because I wanted to jump on Musgrove, who hasn't pitched a major league game in a couple of years. Prelip, I think, is better than Musgrove. I'm not sure Prelip is better than Vasquez. I got to re-rack. I'll re-rack the model. This is going to come out as a San Diego win, but it's also going to come out as not strong enough for a minus 155 favorite to Twinkies, and Prelip are just not pushovers, and that's how this is priced. I still think we maybe could get there, but these numbers are not going to be the same when we change the starter, which, again, makes a lot of sense. So I think you should probably just fade this one. J-Main is under the Lodolo strikeouts. And we got Chase Nichols' new face up here. Was that Ellie Del La Cruz at the side? Yes. Yeah. I have my sheet blown up a little bit. I guess, listen, if you want everything, you should sign up. But yeah, he was on the hit run. He was on the hit run Ribby list. I think it's really helpful. I mean, just banging all the data out at once, it's much easier for me, especially with football going on. I just bang out everything. Everything's out, and it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know that Reds offense has really struggled, but I do think sometimes people overreact to the independent event nature of baseball. So, yeah, forget this one again because the numbers are off the pitching change. Next up, we got Pirates and we got the Dodgers. My boy Bubba Chandler on the hill for the Buccos. Very heavy underdog, plus 200 against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Man, I was like squinting and trying to get myself on the Pirates. And like the Dodgers aren't really hitting. Chandler has cleaned up some of that command and control. That's been an issue. The Dodgers are very disciplined, and I worry it's going to manifest again. Plus, the Pirates aren't hitting, and Yamamoto at home is like one of the most goated splits in Major League Baseball. It's so goated. He's like fucking impossible to get to. So you can see where I ended up on was like firmly on the under. I actually checked the pricing. You could get you can go up to 8.5, and it's like minus 128. And I don't know where the runs come from. Again, the Dodgers have not hit. I think Chandler is good. I think he's going to lose the F5 because I don't think the Pirates touch Yamamoto at all. But I think he goes 6 and gives up 2. I think he goes 5 and a third and gives up 2. Maybe even goes 6 and gives up 3, 5 and gives up 3. Either way, I don't know how we get over the 8, especially over the 8.5 where we need that 9th run. So I hope Bubba is good. I really like him. And, if he puts up another start with really good command and control, he might come in at a nice price in 5 days where we'll be more than happy to jump on the Chandler stuff. It's more the Yamamoto. I think Yamamoto is such a force multiplier at home. He's right. He's the carrying tool. He's the thing that's going to get you home every time. He's a stopper, whatever fucking saying you have for that shit. So, yeah, give me the under 8.5. I think I think that number's a little bit too high. Dodgers tend to carry totals with him, And I think people just automatically are like, oh, fucking offense, and whatever. Next up, last but not least, before we get into it, support good people doing good work. This shit does not happen without a metric ton of work. If you enjoy the show, if I'm saving you time, if you're making money on the model or even watching the show and doing that shit, please support, support, support. Just turn on the super chat stuff. I don't know what that's good for. Soon it'll be like tips. I hate asking this shit. I'd rather you get something out of this. Like, I don't want money for nothing and my chicks for free. I'm looking to work for that. Shaking these titties for that money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't be a cheap motherfucker your whole life, and make sure you check out the football side. It is insane. I'm sorry, it's insane. I think the team level data, macro, drive stats, efficiency with the differentials, I think is the best statistical descriptor of a NFL team that there is, that I've seen like available. All sortable, all formatted the way all my stuff is. Again, if that doesn't save you $2 worth of time a week, like, how are you doing that? Where are you getting this shit from? How did you do that? How did you do that? Like, let me know. Again, all the good stuff, EPA, success rates, man and zone, just everything that fucking matters. All right, last but not least, we got Matty Boyd in the Cubs, Baby Bears on the road in the PN Dub to face Emerson Hancock. I was trying to think of something clever and I failed. Minus 112 at home. I've got the Mariners modeled for the win, but honestly, I've got this one very fairly priced. It's basically minus 110 both ways. I do think Hancock at home is the side I'd prefer to back. It would have to be F5 because the Mariners bullpen sucks. The problem is Boyd has pitched well, and the Cubs offense hit. So you could see where I'd like a better offer, but you got to understand, again, the Mariners, as bad as they are, they're still like an okay team. And, Hancock is good at home. So I'm seeing minus 110 full game both ways, like I said. I'd love for him to be an F5 underdog. He's not. He's an F5 favorite. That goes to minus 135. I'm out. That is like a big no thank you for me. Let's clean up the comments and get out of here. Appreciate you all. Josh likes the Dodgers team total and the money line parlay. I think that is a really sharp way to go at these games, right? You're betting as if you're right, as always. You're going to win and you're going to kill. So let's go. T, let me get you in here really quick. Trevor says Pirates 200 is tempting. I don't know if the Dodgers are back. Yeah, I hear that. They played the Rockies. It was competitive. Pirates have given them issues in the past. This is true. I'm just worried. Again, I'm worried about the Yamamoto thing. But. I was saying it before, and I'm not going to misframe. Good for the goose is good for the gander. Anybody could scratch a run across against anybody. But right, then you have to get into like, man, the way the Pirates look right now, the way Yamamoto looks right now, and look, he could get shelled. He could get fucking shelled. We're so into the our side of the range of outcomes, and we tend to ignore the other side. Trevor says, "I'm the man." No, you're the fucking man, my dude. You are the fucking man, my dude. Appreciate you. Pirates are ass, but at some point, right? If the price is right, exactly. I love game show music for sure. That's 100%. No doubt about that. And plus 200 just might be the number. Very last thing before we go. One thing I usually, again, if I had a checklist and I had my young apprentice, I would always have him look or her look every day for F5 run lines that are plus money. Now, interesting enough, MGM has the F5 at negative money, but it's a plus 1.5. To me, that's broken. We talked about that last night. That number was minus 135 yesterday. My bookie generally hangs plus half a run. T, if that number, is plus money on the run line, then you got me too. I know the sauce guy is not picking the run line, but I think that's the best way to get there. All right. Enjoy the games. Enjoy the day. When we're done with the book, enjoy the pay. That was as fast as I could go, and it still took 45 damn minutes, Hold on, let me get this. Let me get that. Josh, Marcus says, John is the godfather of these books.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
No doubt. I make him an offer he can't refuse. Oh my gosh, Just remember, everybody, when you work this hard, right, the winning feels a lot less like luck. Everyone enjoy the weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. Saturday show, as always,